Yeah.
Ready? Welcome to the Plymouth Community School Board meeting for November. Will you please stand and join me in the pledge of allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Opening and setting of the agenda. Are there any changes?
Yes, we had some resignations, appointments, as well as fundraiser requests coming in after the agenda was posted. We did consolidate two agenda items into one, 401A plans and resolution amendment are all part of the same agenda item now. And then we did add, consider the 403B plan document and consider those solutions in the agreement.
Okay. With that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Audience participation. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak to any agenda items? We appreciate you all being here. All right, we'll come to that again at the end. Item number 2, focus on learning.
Well, it is my pleasure to introduce some folks from Lincoln, and Mr. Singleton is going to be facilitating the presentation tonight. Our assistant principal at Lincoln, Mr. Gold, is attending Goddard's first basketball game season. So, Mr. Singleton, turn it over to you.
Thank you. We're excited to be here and kind of showcase a couple projects we have kind of involved in reaching out to the community that we've been working on. One recently and one kind of been 3 years in the making. So just introduce some people I have with us. We have Ms. Sanders, Mrs. Barron, and Luani. She's one of our 8th grade students, and she's going to kind of take over.
Thank you. All right, hello, my name is Luani Galeano Rebe, and I am a part 8th grade student at Lincoln Junior High. I am student council president, and I am also a Lincoln Junior High National Junior Honor Society member as well. This year we're celebrating one team, one family, one last time at Lincoln Junior High, and we're here tonight to showcase 2 special projects that we have going on at Lincoln. Both of these projects have a community component, and we're proud to introduce these to the board tonight. The first project has been in the works over the last 3 years through our Innovation Academy at Lincoln. The second project we're proud to introduce tonight will highlight the last year of the existing Lincoln Junior High. We would now like for everyone to watch what we have going on at Team Lincoln.
Sorry, I lost my hold on.
What it means to be a part of something bigger than themselves.
Promise. I know I just did. Sorry, I'll start with 2 pictures.
The Legacy Project started 3 years ago in an attempt to help the students understand and appreciate what it means to be a part of something bigger than themselves. The driving question for this entire project has been, how do we honor the past and move forward to the future? And this is a goal that definitely was going to take more than just 1 year. The first year's group of students in 2017-2018 did the research.
And now there's a new proposal, which is the raising funds, okay, and purchasing one of those new grades that you see around the community and paying it to commemorate Lincoln Junior High as it is today and put that out front of the new building.
Last year's team took on the task of raising the funds to actually purchase the blueberry. They hosted a Halloween game and we earned money for it.
We designed our own rooms. There were 4 separate rooms, and we got to participate in it while people came. It was a pretty fun time.
They did it in a matter of 4 weeks' time.
And we got to choose whatever we wanted to do, and I chose the electric chair. And I just had to scream at the top of my lungs so it could sound like I was actually getting shots.
This year's group of students, they will apply a QR code to the Blueberry, which will link them to a virtual time capsule. We have not rolled out the virtual time capsule to this year's class yet. And the time capsule will show generations to come what life was like for a student in 2019.
You're also going to be team access.
Most recently, our teacher is having involved as well.
I'm kind of designing the main basic sections of the Blueberry.
Kind of like there's a river around it with different dates and things that have happened in history.
So we're going to have essentially a contest to see if they can ask kind of the meaning behind the Blueberry.
I really like what our teachers go in with. I think we could do something really creative with the ribbon design and how it flows across the Blueberry.
Right now I have two students that I'm really talking to mostly, so we're not really sure how many students will actually be participating quite yet.
I'm in 8th grade, and I really feel really cool with those children. The mom and papa will be very proud of me.
We're going to submit it to the Heartland Artist Gallery, and then we're going to get painting sometime after Christmas.
Well, to me, it's the power of PBL and Project Based Learning, and it was kid generated. It was kids that had decided this would be a great way to remember the building.
We wanted to get as many students to have a part in making history and connecting to their community.
It was kids that decided how they were going to raise funds.
Yeah, it's just crazy to think that I had a part in it, the school and the overall history of Plymouth.
And it was kids that decided what goes on in that Blueberry.
So even when that QR code is no longer a viable link, we can still honor the past that it came from and look forward to the future.
We're excited about that project that our Project Based Learning team has done. We started out the project at the beginning of the school year. All the teachers and myself, we toured the new, but we also talked about the importance that it's going to have to commemorate the old and what an important part of the community it has been over the years. I've always felt that the community, it is their school, okay? It's not our school, it is the community school. So I want to open up the building and give people an opportunity to come and see what it looks like in 2019 as compared to maybe when they went there in the 80s or the 90s or even before then.
A lot of people in the community that were going to high school here, and then obviously a huge generation of people who went to middle school here.
We have a committee now of some teachers that worked here at Lincoln for a long time, retired teachers on the committee as well, and we just have some people that were interested in being part of a committee that commemorates a building that they worked in and really enjoyed being there. Lincoln is a really neat and special place.
Yeah, very helpful.
We want to commemorate it on November the 20th from 9 to 11. It will be Community Day. When they come into the building, we'll have them fill out a card, and we're going to have door prizes, and they will get planks from the original Centennial Gym floor. So it's part of the original floor that we will be giving away for door prizes.
I'm sure all wanted it to be getting ready to clean up. And scrub them up. There's something in there that we have to really dig in and clean out.
Some of them were really funky.
It was just using that shit.
It was Baron who came up with the plan.
I'm in charge of the National Green Process over here at school, so those kids came today.
And you're like, this one is clean.
Well, it's such an honor for me, and I'm sure that for everyone else in here to be cleaning the floors that were from 1936. We're going to send him to high school, and Mr. Sheeter's class is going to grade them. Lincoln High School at one end, and it was 1937 as their starting date, so that's when the museum was dedicated. And at the other end, we're going to have Lincoln Junior High, 2020, because that's when that building's coming down. It's going to be a really sad day. I know my kids playing that gym. It's going to be a really sad day to see it come down. My mom actually went to school here in the 40s and graduated and cheered in that gym. I have a great picture of her cheering in that gym.
Actually, Betsy Barron, one of her relatives, made the first free throws in this gym.
Yeah, all four of my kids came through there, and all those memories were coming down. And then thinking of all the ball games that were playing in there. So it was kind of emotional.
It's a new honor for us to be during the week. It feels pretty good to give someone back a piece of their childhood.
Lincoln is a really neat and special place for a lot of people.
We're the last class to ever graduate from this school.
The whole community is welcome. It is a celebration, one of the first celebrations of a building that has been part of our community for a long, long time.
Thank you. We will be really happy to answer any questions you guys have.
I just think it's really neat. I think the work that you've done, accomplished, you're gonna have a good turnout.
I really like the idea of a community day. I think that's really awesome. Hopefully there'll be a whole bunch of people there.
I know they're going to contact like the assisted living facilities in town and for alumni that are there, have them bus over. And we're invited, I think we invited how many teachers, former teachers, and and the idea is to have them go back to their old classrooms and give 5-minute talk about what it was like when they were teaching in school, and kids of all, people of all ages. People that went to high school there, people that went to middle school there. I know my daughter wants to come back and see some of her old teachers that day, and I think it'll be a fun day. So you're all invited if you care to come. It'll be fun. It'll be very cool.
Good job. Looking forward to it.
Finally, as a school, we would like to present our school board and administration with our first commemorative planks from the original Centennial Jump.
So we'll be giving these away, but you guys all get one.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I used to play on these. I used to play on the
I'm
sport.
sure a lot of people have been on this one before.
I wasn't any teams because they didn't have girls sports.
We had lots of fun in the bleachers.
It was so cool to get down.
Thank you very much. That's so awesome.
Well done, thank you very much. The video this evening was put together by counseling students, Nick back here.
Nick? It's very awesome. That was a really cool video.
Is that going to be posted where other people can see it?
Yes. Okay, great. Wonderful. I'll look for it on Facebook. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Item number 3, consent agenda. Are there any items that anyone would like to pull out of the consent agenda?
I'd like to comment on that.
Do we want to get it on the table first?
Yes.
All right.
So moved.
Okay. Is there a second? Okay.
No, I noticed on the consent agenda, John Scott is retiring. And I know a few years ago he retired as a teacher, and now he's retiring as assistant athletic director. And I would surmise he's probably got 40 plus years in the Plymouth school system. And I'd like to publicly thank John for his contributions and dedication and wish him all the best.
Hopefully he's not going to go very far.
No. Right on Webster Avenue.
Okay. Good. Are there any other comments or any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Business transactions, project updates.
Welcome Derek back from the Skillman Corporation. Give us an update on new construction.
Thank you. Glad to be here. So over the last month or so, we've made quite a bit of progress around the building or inside the building as well. A lot of the brickwork's going in. I'd say we're probably about 60-70% complete. They got more work to do up around the roof lines. But this is the east side of the building. That area right in here is going to be the staff parking, I believe, or visitor parking, staff. Yep. And then there's 2 doors there and a canopy, so that you're looking at a stairwell that goes up into the second floor. Some windows in it. Site-wise, again, we're trying to get some asphalt down. Seems like winters come early again. So there are temperature requirements for paving. The first layer is called a binder course. It's usually got to be around 35 and rising. We're trying to get that down this year for most of the parking area. But then to put the surface course, finish course on, it's usually around 45 degrees rising. So the 10-day right now doesn't look promising. So But we still have more paving to do come spring, so we'll get what we can if we can. If not, we still have provisions to button things up come end of March or April before school opens. Here's some more pictures. Some of the academic or the administration area, all the walls are up. Mechanical guys are in there. You can get a good layout of how the administration area is set up. We're in all the offices, the reception area, break rooms, conference rooms. That is a picture that looks. It's a restroom. It just doesn't look right to me. Okay, so you're the tape across is like the bottom. That's all wall tile right there. Where then there's gray tile on the floor. It's hard to make out. So all the big restrooms, every restroom in the building has that color, that kind of pattern in the restrooms on the wet walls. So that's where the sinks are, the toilets are, urinals, things like that. When you get to the bigger restrooms, it looks pretty cool because it's like the whole wall is just on that tile. So just some of the electrical, all the permanent power systems are in place. We have permanent power in the building. So now they're in the process of changing over and energizing existing panels throughout the building because we have temporary services in there for the most part. So now that's in place, and then that also helps with the getting the permanent heating system going. So right now we're running under temporary conditions still. We're running off natural gas for the most part. There will be some areas that we're running a little bit of propane just because the building doesn't have gas on that side. Getting the building buttoned up, closed in. That's the kitchen. That was a couple last week, but all the kitchen walls are done now. So you can see how the kitchen layout is. The equipment, the kitchen hoods, and the rooftop units are going to be here next week. So we'll get those in place. There's a lot going on in that building. 2-story academically where all the classrooms are. A lot of paint's done. Ceiling grids are going in now. So that means you're going to start to see light fixtures. And you're going to start to see all the overhead rough-ins, diffusers, speakers. We got casework scheduled for middle of December. So you start to see all the built-in cabinets going in. Just the challenge now is winter, it's supposed to be around 15, 20 degrees cooler than what we usually see this time of year, except for last year, of course. So we're getting the building buttoned up the best we can. We're under temporary heat conditions, so finishes can continue. It's going good. Break-wise, I'm sure they wish they were a little farther along than what they are, but they'll be working through the winter.
Still pretty much on schedule?
Yeah. End of April. And end of March, early April, we'll be fine-tuning things, getting out of there, and hopefully start shifting some things from the old building in there to ease the move. All the classrooms definitely need to be set up. And we got to bring in loose equipment, teacher's desk, all the teachers or student desk. So there's a lot of pieces that still have to go in place once we kind of turn it over to that part of it. So a good, a couple months of getting the building situated, everybody's going in there, especially over summertime. It's great because we can spend more time in there and not have to worry about school and just get acclimated to what it's a big building. It's a lot of space in there. Any questions?
Looking good.
Yeah, that's what
Thanks. Yep.
I'm glad to see the brick, because when I drive by the black.
Yeah. We're putting more of it on as we start today. So. Yeah, a lot of the interior block walls in the academic wing, they're just about done. So we'll be working on the band and choir areas. So that's like an isolated area where the Masons, they're just the nature of their work is messy. So the faster you move them out of the building, the better.
We are also still in the design phase of renovations to the current Lincoln. Anticipate wrapping that up and probably having bids out for the first of the year.
Yeah, in January.
So
So that's good, because we open bids in January, February, let's call it. Gives them enough time to get all their materials ordered. So, and it's a good time of year again, because a lot of people are being aggressive. They don't have a lot on their books. So hopefully it works out the same way as this project did, where we had great bids, great turnout. Just wait and see how it goes. Things are tracking good there too.
Well, thank you, and as you saw from the video, you're now part of our future.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. How long have they had those wood planks?
Someone in the community had them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Cool.
And kind of relatedly, but I do get questions, we're going to look to save some bricks from Centennial as well, and make those available. And then we're still working on the actual Centennial auditorium piece, so we'll see how that might be. So, thank you.
That sounds great. Any other questions? Thank you. Appreciate it. Me too. Okay. Item 4.2, ratify master contract.
Well, just to recap, because there's new requirements, and so I wish to make sure we follow all those. We did hold a public hearing regarding collective bargaining with PEA as required by Senate Bill 390. That was on August 12th, and that was prior to any formal bargaining beginning. Then we went through formal bargaining, come to a tentative agreement. We held a public hearing on that tentative agreement. That was on October 9th. So, yeah, as I stated at that meeting, we updated the dates in the contract to be in compliance with the current year. It is a one-year agreement that includes at least a $1,400 increase for eligible teachers. The agreement includes a new teacher hiring scale. That increases the base salary of a new teacher with 0 years of experience from $34,398 to $37,000. It extends the number of years that we recognize to 18 instead of what was 13. Since that increase the base salary for new hires can earn in the district, we did agree to reduce the amount that can be added to that from $5,000 to $4,000. The new teacher hiring scale then provides a framework for our current teachers and their respective years of experience. So an eligible teacher will receive the grade of the following, either $1,400 or the difference between their current salary and that which their years of experience correlates to in that section, not to exceed $2,800. In summary, anywhere from $1,400 to $2,800. The purpose of that is to try to get the teachers caught up, because we've not been able to do that over the course of the past several years with our teachers. We did just clarify some language as it relates to new money and how we calculate that to reflect what we were doing at this particular time. Additionally, we're removing the 401A contribution of 0.6% of base salary. We're adding that to the 1.15% that we currently contribute to Viva, making that total contribution to their Viva account 1.75% of the base salary. That transition is slated to happen at the start of the calendar year. Did increase the hourly pay for professional development that's supported by grants, as well as the intersession pay for teachers, clarify a line in the ECA regarding oversight and audits. So that's a summary of what's in the master contract. PEA has held their meeting and ratified this agreement. And so it is presented to the board this evening for consideration.
Get it on the table.
So moved.
Second. Okay. All right, is there any discussion?
Well, I'd personally just like to commend the PEA and our administrative team on getting things finalized, and I'm just elated that for a long time coming, we finally got some money that we can give to our faculty and staff and get them updated where they should be. So congratulations.
Appreciate that. It's a start. We're hoping that it can continue. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. All right. Item 4.3, 4.3, consider resolution 2019-5. I have to read this whole thing.
I got you.
Okay.
Oh, 4.3.
Okay.
Yeah, so there is a resolution here. This is related to the fact that you just ratified that master agreement, master contract, that this, we need a resolution by the board that allows us to communicate with the vendor that we are no longer going to be sending contributions to the 401A plan. And then with that, there's an amendment to the actual plan. So that's what those two documents represent there. And presented to you for your consideration.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion. Okay. Second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 4.4, consider 403B plan documents.
Well, as we engage with advisors on the 401A side and the VIVA side as well, which we will have ready for next month, next month's meeting, there were just some technical areas that we needed to update in the 403B plan document in order to be in compliance with regulations that had updated from the time that it initiated to where we are today. So no significant changes to it. It's a compliance factor, but certainly needs to be done. And so it's presented to you this evening for your approval.
So moved.
All right. Is there any discussion or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 4.5, consider revisions to classified conditions of employment.
Yes. So the proposal includes a 50-cent an hour increase across the board for all eligible employees that are hourly, $1,400 increase for all salaried employees. We also, similar to our attempts with what we were doing with the teacher contract and increases in base salaries for them, we're trying to do that in a few positions to start here as well. And so you'll see that reflected in aides and some secretarial positions. We also, just from a technical standpoint, need to increase contribution for single plan 3 for those hired after January 1, 2010. We'll do that kind of occasionally in order to be in compliance with the Affordable Care Act and that in this year. So those are the classified conditions, inclusive of raises presented to you this evening for your approval.
Okay.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
All right. Are there any questions or discussion?
Yeah, I'm just glad that we can move forward.
Yeah.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 4.6, consider revisions to administrative conditions and benefits.
This reflects we're proposing a $1,400 increase for all eligible administrators, and then based on the 403B updates that we just approved, we just need to correct that language, and it doesn't change the benefit at all. That language will show that change. And then additionally, we're just adding some clarifying language relating to pay raises. States after administrators have been 19 years in a specific position, then raises the pay as expected.
So moved.
Second.
All right. Is there any discussion or questions? All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 4.7, consider Go Solutions Indiana Agreement 2020.
This has no connection to the other agenda items that we had on all the other ones, but this is an annual agreement that we do bring to the board for adoption that just allows us to seek reimbursement from Medicaid for certain qualifying services. So it's presented to you again this evening.
Second.
All right. Any questions? Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 5, superintendent remarks.
Well, I'd just like to congratulate our fall season of sports and activities. They're not all quite come to a close yet. We still have football to participate in, but It's just been a good season, great participation. It continues to make us proud of all that our kids are doing. Our teachers and staff are involved in that. Relatedly, we had the Snow Queen this past weekend, which was certainly an adventure and fun, and great to see the kids work so hard on that. Also, a couple weeks ago, we had Bus Driver Appreciation Week, and I just wanted to make a mention of that here this evening as well, and recognize our bus drivers, particularly with the incident that occurred right before ball break, where one of our drivers was hit, and really took some heroic steps to keep that bus on wheels. So much so, we had, even from that evening, as we were still wrapping things up here, a semi-driver called me into the office and said this was the whole thing. I've never seen such heroic actions from anybody. So he was passing through and felt compelled to call me, and everybody that responded to that, just really appreciate it. But, recognize the bus drivers for that. Additionally, here recently we did have a lockout situation. It was potentially threatening as it was being investigated. It ended up not being. Again, just wanted to recognize the partnership we have with our state police, the communications that they have with us, and how we were able to respond quickly to that. Always things we can do better in the scope of those things, but everyone's efforts in that in doing what we're supposed to be doing is appreciated. I've mentioned to you previously that we have a group here in Marshall County Crossroads, that actually Allie and I have been a part of and preparing for another stellar application for Marshall County. And so next week we're going to be presenting that application, parts in that presentation to the decision-making body. So we're hopeful. It's been really an honor to be a part of that. We've had students participate in that process and been providing feedback to the group. We were going to extend an invitation for a few of them to attend if their schedules allow as well next Tuesday. So, yes, we're hopeful for that. And also, this week, actually, I know we were not able to make it, some are, but we're celebrating the city of Plymouth for the Indiana Chamber Community of the Year. So there's a would be an honor to be down there, and it'd be nice to see that award's brought to actual fruition through that celebration. So, lastly, we were able to make some decisions this evening that will be helpful for people who work for us, and it's been a collaborative process to do that, and one that I certainly appreciate from to PEA, the board as well, and supporting some tough decisions that have allowed us to get to a point where we're here, and as you said, I'm hopeful that those steps will continue. We're always going to be able to do what we can for people who are fitting their professional and personal lives to educating our kids and developing them into members of our community. So I appreciate all the efforts that have put into that, and thankful for everyone who works for us.
Next meeting date?
Next meeting date, Tuesday.
Sometime in December.
It's going to be in December. How about December 3rd? December.
Or
Anybody have any questions for Andy? You were worried today.
Well, it was very
important. I know, I agree.
Very important topic.
Okay. Audience participation. Anybody feel
I feel compelled. No, I just want to speak on item 4.2, master contract, and say thank you for approving the contract. We were very pleased with the positive steps that we can make. Like was mentioned, though, it's a start. And that journey continues on November 19th, as there will be a rally down at the State House to let the state legislators know we need their support for our schools. And it's only through their support that we will continue to make those positive steps. But thank you for the board's efforts, and thank you to Mr. Hartley. Really, it was nice leaving negotiations knowing that we have a common vision moving forward.
Thank you.
Is it okay if I also speak as well?
Yeah.
I know Laura speaks first many times, but I also wanted to say something. I'm 27 years, 6 year. I'm Curtis Norman, for those of you that don't know me. And speaking on behalf of myself and just many of my friends that are younger teachers, and just want to say thank you as well. Looking into the future, it was really nice heading into the contract negotiations and everything, and just what we're able to accomplish, and hopefully still able to accomplish. Just makes me want to stay here at Plymouth, makes me want to stay in education as well. So just wanted to, on behalf of me and other friends, thank you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you all for what you do for our kids. We really appreciate it. Carol.
There's probably not a short answer, and if there's not, I can give it Mr. Hartley later. There was a 6% increase in insurance, is that correct?
Yes, we belong to an insurance trust, 20 plus school districts, and that group did vote to increase the insurance premiums by 6%.
So then the second part of my question is, how does that affect the increase? I mean, there may not be a short answer.
There's probably not, just because that would be based on the individual and the plans that they're part of,
okay,
or not. So I would say in years past, that could equate to an actual loss for folks. I've not fully analyzed where that stands right now, but we're certainly in that position that we've been in years past.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? All right, thank you all for coming again. All right, if there's no other business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned. Thank you. No updates? What's wrong with them?
I like that. You're
He's already to, I think it's fourth grade.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, because my parents and I updated. I was like, yeah.
Except they're still waiting on a couple sheets to get read.
My secretary talked to my
How many of that means, how many goes That's, those two ended up like about the same. Or in the municipal.
Yeah, well, that jives with early voting. We might get it.
Yeah. 200 and 100 something.
Yeah. But I mean, it was more like 75 or 80 votes, it wasn't.
Yeah. I think that's what I just thought of right now.
I can wait.
Laura.
You just sign it out.
Let me know.
I sent it to you.